AITA for spending my son's university fund on a trip to Europe to drink beer like I always threatened instead of giving it to his stepbrother after he passed away. My son was incredibly intelligent, even smarter than me. I used to joke about requesting a paternity test because of his brilliance. When my ex and I divorced, he was 12, and both of us remarried shortly after. I had set up an RESPI for him, an education fund in Canada, with the intention that he could use it for anything related to post-secondary education. I always teased him about not going to university so I could use the money to buy beer in Belgium from monks who only sell one case per person. He always played along, never letting me get his goat. When he got accepted to McGill, it was a moment of immense pride for me. We went out for a beer to celebrate his achievement, although I mourned the loss of my European beer trip. Tragically, my son was killed by a drunk driver in March. Dealing with this loss has been incredibly difficult, but my ex and my wife have been supportive. During the funeral arrangements, my ex approached me about my son's education fund. She knew he had a scholarship and planned to use the money for living expenses and emergencies. She asked what I intended to do with it. I decided to stick to my original plan and use it to go to Europe and drink beer in my son's honor. When she requested the funds for her stepson, I declined. Her husband had made it clear he wasn't responsible for any expenses beyond basic needs. Despite my ex's objections that I was wasting thousands of dollars, I remained firm in my decision. I would be returning the government portion of the fund, but that didn't matter to me. My ex believed I was being irresponsible, but I didn't care. My son would have found it hilarious if he knew I followed through with my plan.